NPP National People's Party laga opor de presidency pudli kura sob manura dikhishe outgoing president Andrew Ahoto Sangma aru notun president do Nyamyei Konyak MLA to itu laga opor de charcha chulabi dikhishe rumors bi chuli ase ki NPP laga party de olop chamela chuli ase holibi aji ami kan khobor paise ki yade hotel Saramati Dimapur de NPP laga party kan handing and taking over official program thakibole ase aru idu program de National People's Party laga General Secretary James K Sangma bhi aina ase aru tai guest of honor ase kushe NPP laga executive members officials state level sob ahigina attend kore ase kushe aibi idu laga program detail jankari amikan sai sabo
I'd like to also start off by saying thank you to all the members of the press fraternity of Nagaland. As has already been mentioned by our recently elevated National General Secretary in charge of frontal organizations, Dr. Andrew Ahoto, the outgoing president, that today's program was basically a program to formally hand over the reins of the state president of the National People's Party of Nagaland state to the recently appointed new president, who is also the honorable MLA, Mr. Nyamyei Konyak. And the party today completed the formalities of formally handing over, which was done by Dr. Andrew Ahoto. Today's program was also to meet each other as a party, and I'm very thankful to all the members who have attended this meeting, and I would also like to take this opportunity to on record congratulate both our newly elected state president, Mr. Nyamyei Konyak, and also our recently appointed National General Secretary in charge of frontal organizations, Dr. Andrew Ahoto. So, as you all know, NPP is a very new party, but despite being a new party, we've been able to make many progressive strides in terms of the organizational growth and also in terms of electoral growth. So we are very thankful to the people of Nagaland for reposing their faith in this party and for electing 5 MLAs from the Legislative Assembly, and I thank God for that, and I thank the people of Nagaland for the faith that they have shown.
What is the NPP stand on the Uniform Civil Code?
Okay, I'll take this. It's okay. We have opposed the Uniform Civil Code, and our national president has made many statements regarding our stand on the imposition of the Uniform Civil Code. So have our honorable member of parliaments also, both of whom have also spoken out against the imposition of Uniform Civil Code. So our stand is very clear as a party that we are not for the Uniform Civil Code.
What about in the state? The NPP, if I'm not mistaken, is in the ruling government as of now. So about the state, in the state of Nagaland also, will the MLAs be will they be objecting the UCC in this, the parliamentary meetings?
Yes, as a party, we have taken up a stand to object or to express our opposition to the Uniform Civil Code, and the party legislature party will be, I think, meeting shortly. I think the CLP leader, Mr. Nuklutushi, will, I think, be convening a meeting shortly to discuss this matter and maybe other matters as well. But from the national committee's side, we have already taken a stand on this.
Has the NPP taken cognizance of the number of refugees that have landed in both in Nagaland as well as in Nagaland as well, and the other states of the Northeast as well?
Yes. Yes, the NPP has expressed its concerns over the present situation, which is still ongoing in the state of Manipur. That this is very unfortunate, the way that things are, what kind of things are taking place in the state of Manipur. And for us, in the state of Meghalaya, which I am from, many people have come who have been displaced from Manipur, and they are seeking refuge. We are trying our level best to make sure that we can help our brothers and our sisters from Manipur in whatever way possible.
There was a report that some refugees were denied residence in some rented accommodation. So has the government taken notice of that as well?
Yes, we have. As a government, we have reached out to certain localities where such kind of incidences have occurred, and we are ironing out all those issues. There are concerns, civilians will always feel a little threatened, but we are reaching out to each and every one of them wherever such kind of incidences have taken place, that we must our humanity must ensure that we take care of these people who are going through very, very difficult times. They have lost their homes, and our heart reaches out to them, and as a government we are trying to ensure that those kind of problems can be resolved.
Considering that out of 5 MLAs, 3 are from Eastern Nagaland, and the issue of ENPO is burning right now, I would put my question across to our new president. What is his take on this new frontier Nagaland territory, and also the party? Since 3 of your MLAs out of 5 are from Eastern Nagaland, what is your advice? What is your take on this?
That the government has notified for discussion about the EMPU issue on 30th of, that means the day after tomorrow.
I think it's postponed.
That has been already postponed. Now that the EMPU has demanded the statehood, after that and then the union territory, and we also supported that, but we have not yet confirmation the final draft, or the saying that if ND is like that. So let's see that we have not discussed about that matter.
Is there a rift between the MLAs, 20 MLAs in Eastern Nagaland? Some are agreeing to it, some certain implementations for the new territory.
We didn't discuss it today. It's a common issue. The 20 members.
Sir, I have a question for National General Secretary. That the issue that is burning out there in Manipur is an issue that the center is not sincere at all by not imposing PR. Whereas the Innocent Life, as just you have clearly mentioned out, that Innocent Life has closed, and it's been nearly 45-50 days that's going on. So as a national party, NPP, do you think that the center should be serious upon, and what is the opinion of the NPP in regard to the issue going on in Manipur? Do you think that the PR should be imposed by now?
See, for us as a political party, we have met Honorable Home Minister along with our delegation of our MLAs from Manipur, and we have beseeched him to take whatever appropriate action to resolve or to make sure that the peace and normalcy returns to Manipur. Now, whether that is in the form of president's rule or whether that is in the form of maybe suspended animation or whatever it may be, I think that these are suggestions which are being given by many quarters, and at the end of the day, this is a call that union government has to take, and on our part, we are stressing upon the need that there must be more effort that needs to be put in to ensure that normalcy returns, and we are hopeful that union government is going to take up all these issues, and we hope and we pray that peace can return and normalcy can return to Manipur. So to answer your question, there are many suggestions that have come out, and we hope that collectively taking everyone, all stakeholders into consideration, some kind of solution can be brought about.
So I'm not satisfied with your answer, and I'm just countering the questions with your answers. Is that, sir, we all know NPP, you are all elected and responsible political parties. You have the mandate of the people. And now we know that Manipur is burning, and we know that there is a breakdown in law and order. And when there is a breakdown of law and order as such in any states, PR is imposed. But sir, I want a clear answer from your party that do you agree that it's a law and order breakdown?
No, see, there is a law and order breakdown. That's very apparent. I mean, there's no mincing of words here that there is a breakdown of law and order. But for the solution, that is something that lies with the government of India. And what that solution is, that will have to be brought about by, dialogue or by whatever means possible to make sure that everyone is taken along, and government of India must act fast. That is what we are repeatedly demanding, that there has to be some solution, and that solution has to be worked out fast, be it in whatever form.
Okay, sir, I have just one more question to you. Sir, NPP party in Nagaland, you have 5 elected members. You are yet to be assigned. We had a discussion with our former president, Sir Andrew Auto. He also assured, while talking with media, that yes, he hopes that Rio government will accommodate the elected members. So it's been 3-4 months, and no signs of accommodations among the elected members. So in that regard, as a national party, sir, what is your stand?
See, we are very acquainted with how governments are formed, what are the kind of unique challenges and difficulties that any party, whilst forming the government, whilst trying to run it, in a successful manner. So we have to respect that, and we have to give time to the Honorable Chief Minister, to the present government, and we are hopeful that we have already extended support. We have already given our letter of support to the Honorable Chief Minister, and this is something that is a call which has to be taken by the government of the day. But all of us have to understand that it's not easy running a government, and it's very challenging. So we recognize and we understand that, and that's why we are all looking forward to, because our MLAs are very experienced MLAs, and we are very confident that they will be not just mere office, holding some office or the other, but they will be able to positively contribute in because of their capabilities and their qualities. They will be able to contribute in a very big way in whatever responsibility that is given to them. So let us give some time to Honorable Chief Minister.
So to counter your point, I wanted to say that in order for a democracy to function, it also needs an opposition. So since the 5 elected MLAs have not been given as such any sort of position, political positions in the ruling government, so why not the NPP, be the opposition to question the government?
See, democracy has structures in place, and opposition is an institution in itself when we talk about structures. But it doesn't necessarily mean that you have to be in the opposition to voice concerns, to bring out issues. I think that is the bounden duty of any public representative who is supposed to be the voice of their people, to bring up any issues which they deem fit that needs to be brought to the House, which is the highest level of democracy, to the Assembly. And I think for that you don't need to box it into something called the opposition. I think that it's a duty, moral duty, that each and every MLA plays. So we will, our MLAs will do that. If there is an issue which needs to be brought, we will speak about it. But it doesn't necessarily have to be in the guise of an opposition.
To be very frank, precise, particularly for Nagaland, what Naga people should expect from you as a National General Secretary, sir?
See, we all have dreams in our life, and post is not that matters, My post actually was overdue in the last September, last year. And I needed to be, saying that, okay, I think the change has to come in within there has to be a transition, And everybody has, my tenure was over. It's almost 6 years now in the party. So it's been a long time. So I was very luckily, I've been elevated up there as a General Secretary organization in charge of frontal. And I'm happy that we can do a lot of things for Nagaland. But the matter is that how our leaders are going to respond to it, And you may be in any, as I have said in the past, it is not the party that matters, it's the leadership that's within the party that matters. So I feel that the leaders, those who have been elected or selected by the people of our Nagaland as such, should feel that they have to do something responsible for the public. And that's what matters. It's not I come first, it's we come first that we have to put in place. So I feel any government, from whichever party, should look into the interests of the public. And that's what matters the most. And surely I will also be doing something, whatever interest for the betterment of the state. Obviously, I'm there for them any time. Yeah.
Sir, Manipur has been burning for the past 50 days. And then law and order has been completely biya, sir. So law and order iman biya hoina ase. So Bihar sob manu expect kore ase. Etia to BJP laga party brai Bihar mangi ase. So in that regard, as a leader, what is your opinion?
See, it's very sad, to see such thing happening just as we know our very nose, And I think the intervention by every state, especially the Northeast, should come together and condemn such an act, And the center should come in fast and say that enough is enough. And I feel that the matter would have been solved just immediately then and there. But I don't know why it was prolonged. So I hope there's nothing personal that has made it prolonged that long. But it is not a good thing that people being ethnical cleansing or suppressing for something or the other. I guess justice should be given at the earliest. We are sorry for both the sides. We do not support any, but the victims, those who are there, we are very sad for them. And I think peace should be restored at the earliest without being any bias over there. Yeah, I think the best dream that we can ever have is one government, one tax. But when we look at Nagaland, sadly, we have multiple factions, we have multiple taxation. And who is suffering at the end? We are people down at the grassroots. So, and who is enjoying? The top level who has been taxing everybody. So I feel that enough is enough. There has to be a common consensus coming together. And I guess everybody should unite together and say that I think let's do something where the central government is also extending their hands to make a peace come steady, come at the earliest, So I think we all should come forward together and everybody should now say that we need to stop all this and have a solution at the earliest. And if there's anything to be ironed out, I think we should do it. And if there's any framework, bring it to the public, let people know, and being a democratic country, obviously, right? So I think it's high time that everything should be ironed off, right? At the earliest, because we also want to leave, the next generation want to leave. Next, people want to have to survive. We are having a difficult moment right now. The COVID was one of the things that took a toll. Right now is a taxation that has become very high, So I feel that taxation and if this syndicalism, monopoly, I mean, there's a lot of things, rampant thing within our very nose, you know. So I feel all such thing inhuman. I mean, taxation should be stopped because we all are living for the betterment of the next future. So I guess we should iron things out and peace should come at the earliest, I would say that.
Sir, do itu laga one government, one tax laga papanado. 2013 de, itu account perform kurishe. Aro city tower de all section of society aigina itu attend kurishe. Aro itu they were the torchbearer account. Aro itia account laga movement iman niteke. So, sir, as a leader, do you think that account should awake and then lead the, be the torchbearer for this one government, one tax? What is your opinion?
See, a cout had come in and it went off and it died off. But I would say that they are not the only ones to be blamed. But everybody, what are we doing? What are the other NGOs doing? What are the church community doing? What are the civil societies doing? What are the public doing? I think it's everybody's concern. Everybody's responsible. Everybody should come in unison, right? I would say that, at one voice, and say that I think is enough. I think we need to settle this matter and give a representative to the center. And let's finish it off this, you know. And everybody wants peace now. Now from independence, now no more sovereignty, no more independence. Now Greater Nagaland is no more there. Now what else comes now? I'll just finish it off, you know, at the earliest. I mean, everybody's waiting for that. Unless they have a backhand, there's something that they are having something at the back of the mind. But I would say that everything has been almost solved. Now the only thing is that let's have peace. Live and let live, I would say that, you know. So I think it should come early.
To NPP laga handing and taking over la program khotom hoise aro itu pasute press conference ekta takan dishe aro press conference te Dr. Andrew Auto outgoing president taiba address kurise aro James K. Sangma National General Secretary Organization taiba media kan ki briefing kurise ki takan NPP laga yeri Nagaland thaka party workers kan sob ki khushi janai dishe aro itu negina takan la party bra pangsta MLA Ula laga effort सबके congratulate कुछ आरो ताइए UCC uniform civil court लगा पड़े होता हो दिग्राम दे James K. Sangma बड़ा जवाब दिया तो तकान NPP party बड़ा दो तकान totally इतु लगा पड़े दो खिलाफ आसे oppose करिया से आरो तकान कितना भी support न करो भी जवाब दिशे आरो इतने ongoing मणिपुर लगा issues ते ताइ कुछ कि NPP party कान तकान जिंतो इतना on communal clash चुलिया से मणिपुर इतु करने तकान मुंतुक तकान share करिए आरो तकान कुछ कि centers के इतु जल्दी इदो मणिपुर दे एक normalcy आइबो करने तकान भी party बड़ा urge करिबो लगा जवाब दिशे आरो इतु नुइगिना outgoing president Dr. Andrew Auto Sema के ताइ national general secretary frontal organization दे elevate करा ऊपर दे होता दिग्राम दे ताइ बड़ा खुशी के Nagaland government ही नोइना ताइ जिंदो national general secretary ऐसे इतु frontal organization ला इतु लगा ऊपर दे ताइ responsibility तंगुर लुइने जाबो आरो development पिशी आने बोली कोशिश करबो लिबे elected legislatures आरो leaders kan बा किनिगा accept करे इतु लगा ऊपर दे खुशी आरो इतु नोइना one government one tax लगा चर्चा Nagaland दे चला ऊपर दे ताइ खुशी के इतु account एकला लगा responsibilities नोए NGOs aro civil societies aro individual kan sub right to the support no kore Nagaland de do one government one tax session to implement kurbo na parbo libe sob mano hat milai gina kam kurbo li laga jawab dishe to coalition of viewers kan itia korni mani for more updates apni side e global window
ছয় টাকাতে 1 করোড়
হ্যাঁ 6 টাকাতে 1 করোড়
6 টাকাতে 1 করোড়
হ্যাঁ 6 টাকাতে 1 করোড় জিতিব কোৱা
ডিল উইকলি লটারি কিনিবি 6 টাকাতে আৰু জিতিব পাৰে 1 করোড় খালি 6 টাকা ডিল হাপ্তা লটারি বদলি কৰি দিব আপোনাৰ জীৱন